Hello and welcome to the October 2023 version of Otter Update. I'm your host, Josiah Vigasa.
And I'm your co-host, Jose Rodriguez. Josiah, how are you feeling about the start of your senior year?
Well, it's going well, but it's been kind of crazy how many changes there have been. I can barely keep up.
Well, it's a good thing our reporters are headed out to the halls to get the 411 for us.
Absolutely. Let's tune in and find out just what's going on at KSS. Take it away, reporters.
We're here, Caleb Buckingham, with
Allie Nicolason.
Today I will be interviewing you about your musical Joseph and the Technicolor Dreamcoat.
Yes.
I had to choose this musical.
I have wanted to do this musical for a very long time, and it just never came to fruition. And then last year, after we struck the set for Addams Family, Val Johnson and I, who's the music director, were at Applebee's, and she said after a short time, have you ever thought about doing Joseph? And I almost fell off my chair, and I said yes, only for forever, and now we're doing it.
Very interesting. What is it like working with high school kids?
It's a blast. These high schoolers who have auditioned for this production, who are a part of the tech crew, the pit crew, they want to be here. Mm-hmm. And so it's so fun to work with their energy, their commitment, and just their overall enthusiasm for theater.
Sounds nice.
Yeah.
I heard there was a kids choir.
Yes.
Here. So what can you tell us about that?
Yes. So Ann Hintz, our accompanist, is actually heading that up, and we have grades 3, 4, 5, and 6. And they are going to be on stage pretty much the whole time with the high schoolers singing, and I have heard that they are sounding amazing.
What is unique about this musical?
It's an all-singing musical, which is it sounds like that's obviously what it should be because it's a musical. However, usually in musicals you have a scene or you'll have some dialogue. There's no dialogue, it is all singing. And so blocking, singing, it's been very, very tricky to manage those together, but I have a wonderful teammate, which is Val Johnson, and she has been incredible at helping that, and just her ability to get the high schoolers to sing so well together amazes me.
Sounds amazing. When is the show going to be going on?
So our opening night is Thursday, November 9th at 7 p.m. And then we have another showing on Friday and Saturday. They're both at 7 p.m. And then we have a matinee on Sunday at 2 p.m.
Thank you for your time.
Yes.
Can't wait to see it.
If you want to know what to wear when you come and watch this amazing musical, anything multicolored. Hope to see you there.
Senior reporter Norlene here to interview teachers on their adjustment to the trimesters. Mr. Johnson, how does this new trimester affect your curriculum?
Well, it's been an adjustment, going to simply 2/3 of the year compared to a full year of math. So we do have to go ahead and compress things. So yeah, it's been an adjustment, that's for sure.
Senior reporter Grace Elliott here to interview Ms. Christensen on how teachers have adjusted to the new trimesters. So first question, what challenges have you faced?
I guess it's been a little tricky to get used to like a 67-minute periods instead of 50, and then also going from 18 weeks to 13 weeks. Just kind of like a trial and error to see how much you can get accomplished each hour. Sometimes it takes way longer than I thought it was going to take, and sometimes it doesn't take as long. So yeah, I'd say that's the biggest challenge.
Senior reporter Elise Adams here. I'm about to interview Mrs. Sicking about how the teachers have adjusted to their trimesters versus the semester. So how does the new schedule affect your curriculum?
For my curriculum, it doesn't affect it greatly because I think it's beneficial because when I give instruction and I demonstrate how to do different skills in Photoshop or something like that, it gives more time in the class period to actually apply and practice those skills right away versus getting instruction one day and then having to wait till the next day to try it.
So you say it's more beneficial for like project-based classes to have that extra time in the curriculum?
I think so.
Okay, so that would be a pro, but is there any cons to it for you, or?
Sometimes the way I have my curriculum set up for projects, I had them set up for a shorter class period, and I have a class period and a half, so then we have a little extra time at the end that I'm like, okay, how do I fill up this time? What do I have them do with that extra 20 minutes that maybe we didn't have before? Do I start another small project or just give like some more study time so there's less homework? So it just depends on the day. I do a little both.
Hi, this is Nori Leon here to interview Sharni on the adjusting of semesters to trimesters. Mr. Scharnberg, how does this trimester affect your curriculum?
I've had to cut out a few things here and there, but it's also made me put a focus on what's really, really important and be a little bit more concise in my teaching. But also, I love the fact that I have a longer period of time with my kids and I can really get into things a little bit more deeply than I could with a 50-minute period.
It's very interesting seeing how teachers are adjusting to the trimesters.
Senior reporter Kylie King here with
Scott Meldal, high school foods teacher.
And today we're going to be interviewing you about your new position. So how long have you been teaching for?
This is my first year.
First year? What have you taught throughout the years, or what have you done around the school?
So around school, I've been a special ed pair the last 5 years. I also am a middle school football coach and the varsity adapted bowling coach.
What's your favorite part of cooking?
Probably interacting with the students and seeing the reaction that they have when their food turns out on a weekly basis.
Okay. What made you decide to switch to this position, and what is your experience with cooking?
So Mr. Anderson gave me a great opportunity to get my teaching license and become a teacher here at Kennedy. I've always wanted to teach. I've taught community ed in the past years, and before here I was a chef for over 20 years, graduated from LaCourte on Blue Culinary School, and this just seemed like the right fit.
What's your favorite part of teaching?
Oh, favorite part, probably interacting with students on a daily basis.
Senior reporter Kylie King, signing off.
Junior reporter Clayton Pepple here, and we will be interviewing Mr. Foylan and Miss Pash on how they feel their music classes have been going so far this year. Junior reporter Clayton Pepple here with
Froy.
Why did you decide to replace the risers with ones that cannot have chairs?
The ones I had in my room were old and starting to fall apart. Bit of a safety hazard. Chairs were falling and hitting the floor. The carpet was coming up. People can easily trip. And then underneath the risers was disgusting. So to get the floor waxed at the end of the school year and get the room clean was kind of nice. And then storage backstage, there's just not enough room. So having the risers in here frees up a bunch of space backstage. So it works a lot better.
How have your choir classes been going so far this year?
So far, it's been a lot of fun. Definitely getting used to 67-minute classes, just kind of pacing everything out and getting the feel for that, but it's going pretty well so far, so I'll take it.
How do you feel about the upcoming Christmas concert?
I'm pretty excited. There's a lot of variety in the music, a lot of fun pieces, some of your traditional Christmas songs that you've heard a million times, but we're hitting the ground running, and hopefully it's going to be awesome. I know it's going to be awesome.
When is the Christmas concert, and how can people attend?
Tuesday, December 5th at 7 o'clock in the auditorium.
Well, thank you for your time.
Absolutely.
Junior reporter Clayton Pepple here, interviewing
Miss Pash.
Miss Pash, how have classes been going for you so far this school year?
I think classes have been going very well. We had our first performance just last Friday for homecoming, and it was the field show. And we're moving into our next concert band music, and I feel like things have been going really well. I'm really impressed with how everyone's doing and everyone's work ethic, and it's been a fun year so far.
So overall, based off how the school year has been going, how do you feel about the upcoming concert?
I feel really great about the upcoming concert. I'm really happy with the work ethic from everyone, and that just means we get to work on some tougher music, which is fun. And I think it's going to end up being a really great concert.
So final question, when is the concert and how can people attend?
Yeah, the concert is on November 20th, and it's at 7 p.m. And it is just in the auditorium, and it is completely free, so you just show up a few minutes early, I would say, and sit there. There's nothing more to it than that, just showing up and supporting your peers.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you.
Junior reporter Clayton Pepple signing off. Make sure you see the band concert on November 20th at 7 p.m. in the KSS Auditorium and the choir concert on December 5th at 7 p.m. in the KSS Auditorium.
Senior reporter here, Jackson Zender. I am here with Diane, right?
Yep.
Today I'll be getting her opinion on what it's like to be a foreign exchange student. So the first question I'm going to ask, what motivated you to become a foreign exchange student and come to the U.S.?
When I was young, I had conversation abroad, and I wanted to study in the USA.
Very good, thank you. My next question for you are, what are some cultural differences that you have found interesting or, interesting?
When someone sneezes, we don't say bless you. No reaction.
No reaction? That's very interesting. Thank you. My next question for you is, what are some things you have noticed in differently or similarity between our school system and yours?
In Korea, students do not move to a classroom, but teachers do.
Lastly, how long will your stay here be in the U.S.?
I will go to Korea next July.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you very much.
Senior reporter Austin Welly here with Sophia from Norway. Today we're going to learn a little bit about what it's like to be a foreign exchange student in the U.S. All right, Sophia, where are you from?
I live in northern Norway in a city called Bodø. I usually say that it's about 2 days away from Oslo.
That's very cool. All right, what are some cultural differences that you've noticed from here to Norway?
So in Norway, people usually avoid human interaction in general. Like, we try to not sit with people we don't know during bus rides, or like we don't say hi or talk to people anyways during, like, in public. And yeah, I think that's the biggest difference. And here you guys talk to almost everyone, like strangers.
All right, Sophia, what are some similarities and differences you notice between the school here and the school in Norway?
I'd usually say that my school in Norway is a lot more boring than here, because we don't have like school clubs or sports. We don't even have like dances like homecoming or prom. So that's probably the biggest difference. And we don't use Mr. or Miss for our teachers. We just use their first name. And our subjects are like, we have different subjects every day, which we don't have here.
That's really awesome. Is there any new foods that you tried here that you found quite interesting?
So for my birthday, I asked my host family to make me a really American dinner. So we had cheeseburgers and smashed potatoes, which was really good.
Well, there you have it, folks. If you see Dai Young and Sophia in the hallway, make sure you guys give them a friendly hello. This is senior reporter Austin Welly.
Jackson Zender.
Signing off.
My name is Theodore Peoples, and I'll be here with Jeremiah Crockett to ask him about how he feels attending Kennedy Secondary School after moving from a school in Chicago. How did the crime rates in Chicago affect your school life?
I'll say it affected it in a very negative way, because my friends and my peers that I would go to school with, they would be indulged in the crime that's going on and getting into bad things, indulging in not good activities.
Do you feel any discrimination from staff, faculty, or students?
Not really from the staff or faculty or much of the students either, but I'm aware that there are some students who might dislike me because of the color of my skin.
What does Kennedy Secondary School lack in comparison to your old school in Chicago?
The hospitality, you know what I'm saying? The feeling of being welcomed and being like a part of something, you know what I'm saying?
Has coming to a lower crime-ridden city impacted your mental health?
Yeah, in a very good way because, like, you know, I'm less paranoid walking to school and, you know, going places as where, you know, in Chicago, you gotta watch over your shoulder whenever.
When you decided to attend Kennedy Secondary School, what expectations did you have for staff and students?
Before I went here, my sisters went here and they were telling me like bad experiences that they had here, so I expected to kind of have like, you know, bad experiences and not really get along with anybody here, you know what I'm saying, kind of like shunned away, but it's actually not like that, you know what I'm saying. I got people who going through similar situations as me and I'm able to connect with and able to talk to.
When people start new schools, it's very hard for some of them to feel as if they belong with students who have been going there potentially their entire lives. In the few months that you've been attending Kennedy Secondary School, have the people here made you feel as if you belong?
Yeah, definitely with the teachers, you know what I'm saying, they help me with like getting tutors if I need it or extra help if it's available, and students who make me feel like wanted, and they like, you know what I'm saying, students who really get close with me, you know what I'm saying, they make me feel real comfortable and like I belong here.
That's all the questions I have for Jeremiah today. As he gets more comfortable attending Kennedy Secondary School, I hope to see him making more friends and interacting with other students more often.
Senior reporter Wyatt Huckabee here with
Mr. Witzke.
I heard you got a crew going to the Nationals this year.
Yeah, for the National FA Convention, we have 15 students signed up to travel to Indianapolis here later on this month, and we'll be down in Indianapolis for almost a week.
Gotcha. Is it the ag mechanics team? Is that who's going?
So yeah, part of that, 5 of those 15 are ag mechanics team members. They qualified for the national contest back in April of this year. They won the state of Minnesota, and so it's a big deal. That contest is a very difficult contest in our state, and so they will be competing for against the other 50 teams in the nation.
Gotcha. It sounds like quite the competition. How often are you guys practicing?
This summer we met a few times, and we did some small engines things and tools, identification, things like that. Last Saturday we were here for an entire morning. They were practicing wiring branch circuits, and we're going to meet probably 2 or 3 more times here before, in the next 2 to 3 weeks. There's some equipment that we have lined up to go look at with RDO equipment out of Fergus and Ziegler. There's some things they got to know on some of the pieces of equipment, troubleshooting and diagnostic things that they're going to help us with. And we still have some surveying to go through. We got to practice up our welding skills, and we still need to learn how to cut rafters and stair stringers. So we've got a few things left to do here before we head out.
Gotcha. Sounds like all kinds of stuff. Well, thanks for the interview, and I'm looking forward to seeing how the results look.
Thanks, Wyatt.
Senior reporter Dakota Comastakes here with
Lori Jensen, school nurse.
So, Lori, I came here to ask you a few questions because I heard the 13th is your last day here.
Yes, sir.
So, first of all, what was your favorite part about the job?
My favorite part about the job is I love the kids, all of you. And you know that, right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. I love being with kids. It's been just a treat to be with all of you.
That's awesome. How long have you worked here?
This would have been my 23rd year. If I finished out this year, it would have been 23 years. I started as a para.
Did you like that?
I love being a para too.
After this, you're going to retire or are you going to go work somewhere else?
I am going to go to work for dialysis 3 days a week. It's kind of my transition between full-time and retirement. Mm-hmm. So I have a few years before I can retire yet, like 4. That's how old I am.
And where are you going to do this at?
It's a company called Fresenius. It's downstairs of the cancer center. It's based out of Texas, so I'm not sure if it's associated with Lake Region Hospital or not, but anybody I've talked to so far is from Texas.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Are you excited to do something different?
I am. I'm real. I'm going to be sad when I leave here because I love all of you, and it's going to be tough to say goodbye. I will cry.
I'll come see you.
Like right now. But yeah, you come to my house and visit.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm ready for a change. Yeah, I'm
That'll
getting
be
too
nice.
old for this.
Everyone's drama too.
There's a lot of drama, but I kind of like the drama.
Keeps it interesting.
Exactly. I can keep up with the tea.
Well, I think that's all my questions
All right.
for you.
Thanks, honey.
Thank you.
I will miss you.
I'll miss you.
Josiah, did you know all that? I saw some new faces around the building, but I didn't really know who they were. I'm glad I can say hello to them when I see them in the halls now.
For sure. Let's make our new staff and students feel at home right here at Fergus Falls.
Speaking of Fergus Falls, our reporter Grace Elliott headed out to interview one of our city's small business owners.
And remember when we went around town and filmed our banana videos?
How could I forget? Let's see what Grace has for us and watch a student project or two.
Thanks for tuning in today, everyone, and keep it classy, KSS.
Senior reporter Grace Elliott here to interview a business owner from Fergus Falls, Danielle Elliott. What other businesses do you run currently?
So the businesses that I run right now are Revive Massage and Country Spa. That is my main business. We have a massage and spa studio on site where we live just 3 miles from the roundabout. And then we also run a rental, an Airbnb rental, and we do that pretty full time as well. And so then people can stay and relax and get spa and massage services when they stay on site as well, but we also serve the majority of our population is Fergus Falls and the surrounding area.
Why did you decide to start a business?
It wasn't like I planned on starting it. I was doing massage on the side for fun. I'm a massage and spa business owner, and I just did it for fun, and then I was like, well, I guess this is kind of growing. Maybe this should be a business. And it kind of just found me. And so anyway, it didn't start out, I wasn't planning on it. And now here we are.
Yeah. How did your business grow?
Pretty much through word of mouth. People found out that, hey, this lady gives a really good massage, and they would refer other people to me. And so that's how it all started out, was all word of mouth.
And how do you advertise for your small business?
Well, luckily, I've grown to the place where I don't need to advertise. In fact, if I do advertise at this point, I have to turn people away. So in the past, if I have wanted to advertise, I have just done a Facebook advertising. I think the very first time I ever paid for Diamond advertising was 10 years into my business, and that was when I became a Fergus Falls Chamber member.
Well, folks, better schedule your massage now before she gets booked up.
So are we still on for our date at Taco Bell?
Oh, what?
Georgina, we've had this planned for weeks.
No!
That's it. No Gordita for you.
Gee willikers!
Wow, you look even more beautiful in person.
Have you seen Apollo? We were supposed to meet up for lunch.
I don't know, and I don't care. Weren't you with Billy?
Ken, what kind of a BFF are you?
Fine. Check his location.
He never turns it off. Something's wrong.
Do you think Billy found out?
Oh no, Billy is unhinged. We have to find Apollo stat. Apollo, are you okay? What happened?
Billy, Gordita.
Ken, we have to find Billy.
Guess you should have came to Taco Bell.
I don't even like gorditas.
Oh, I'm breaking up with you.
Ken, all of this has made me realize that I love you.
Georgina, I've had enough. Goodbye.
Where's Billy? He's my Gordita.
I'm just kidding. Anywhere else I'd be a tale. Is it my destiny to live and die a life?
Oh no! Oh, banana split! Nah, there's no way you got in.
What do you mean? I'm just a substitute here to talk about my diet.
Not for long. Hey, teacher. This gorilla escaped the zoo and is here to eat me.
Banana, I swear, he's just here to talk about his healthy dieting habits and weight loss journey. If you cause a scene again, I'm gonna have to send you to the office.
You have to believe me. He ate my friend, and now he's here to get me.
Goodbye, Peely.
What the banana split? Get off me, Ed. You smell like banana.
You can run, sort of, but you can't hide. I'll see you soon.
I know this place like the back of my hand. I'm pretty sure I lost him.
Surprise!
Ain't no way.
You're not that hard to track down, buddy.
Leave me alone.
No can do.
Enough of this. I'm about to banana split myself. Oh! This is what happens when I go bananas.
you can tell everybody. Yeah, you can tell everybody. Go ahead and tell everybody. I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man. Yes I am, yes I am, yes I am. I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man.
Make sure to like and subscribe. Okay.